8:20 every Tuesday, Thursday, we check in with St. Louis Post-Dispatch columnist Tony Messenger. Good morning, Tony.
Happening.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm fine.
Kudos to your 5-part series on the judges versus judges. A lot of people on both sides of the aisle are praising you for bringing attention to a topic which many of us had absolutely no idea existed, but one that is a major problem. Look forward to see how that all shakes out.
Yeah, I hope that there is ultimately some action. I would guess there will ultimately be a legal case that gets this charge overturned, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Quickly, thoughts on Election Day as you sit and watch the world go by?
Yeah, I mean, go out and vote, and we'll see what happens tonight or first thing in the morning. It's a St. Louis election, so things are always later than everybody expects them to be. I think the key things people are watching are obviously Prop 1 and Prop 2 in the city and Prop P in the county, and my guess is they're going to be close, particularly Prop 1 and 2 in the city. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they go either way, frankly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a toss-up either way. Let's talk about Reverend Larry Rice, because this has been a story that's been 20 years in the making. As you watch this go by, what are your thoughts as you watch the city struggle with Larry Rice?
Well, what I wrote about, what day was that column now? Sunday, posted it online at stltoday.com on Friday. What disappointed me was I got a text from somebody that says you need to go by and check out this new, temporary homeless shelter. And it is in there are two temporary homeless shelters. One of them is in the 12th and Park Recreation Center, where the city has held previous temporary homeless shelters. That's where they're housing women that had been staying at Larry Rice's new life. The other one is a warehouse, literally a garage where they keep trucks and vans and all sorts of stuff for the city's forestry division. And it's just about a block north of the Biddle House, and it's literally some gates surrounding a certain area of the warehouse and a bunch of cots on the concrete floor, and that's it. They got to walk them down to the Biddle House for showers and stuff. It's very, very temporary. And what struck me is a couple of things. One, this is a city that has had a lot of time to think about and prepare for this. They've been trying to close Larry Rice for a long time. And it looks to me like they got caught without wanting to spend any money or put more serious effort into it. And number two, they put it in a place north of Biddle House in the 5th Ward that now has 6 shelters, where the neighbors, when they put Biddle House there, made a big stink about, wait a minute, we're supposed to be spreading the homeless around the city, not putting them all on the north side. And they had some hearings, and they made a big show out of saying, hey, we got community input. And this time there was no community input whatsoever. It was just, we're going here. We're shutting down Larry Rice. We're cleaning up the area downtown, and we're going here. And a lot of people are offended by that. And I'm one of them. This is a difficult problem to deal with, and the city is right that they're putting most of the effort in, that they need some help from some regional partners, from St. Louis County, from Franklin County, from the Metro East counties. There needs to be a more regional effort here. But as I look at what other cities are doing, it's not this. Other cities are having wide open public conversations about where those shelters are going to go and having a much more public process about it. And this didn't come up overnight. The city's been trying to close Larry Rice for a long time. And I'm not necessarily opposed to that. I've covered Larry Rice in 3 cities now. And Larry Rice is a problem in all 3 cities that I've been to, where he's got shelters in Columbia and Springfield and in St. Louis. He doesn't follow the rules. He doesn't work very well with the other homeless providers that here in St. Louis work under a continuum of care umbrella. and his shelter has created problems in the city. But if the city's going to close it down, it has to do something better. It has to do something more permanent. And what it's basically saying right now is, we're going to put him in a warehouse up here, and then we're going to figure out what to do later.
Was that truly temporary, Tony Messenger, or because it seems like that Larry Rice is sort of, while he's going out, he's burning the bridges behind him, sort of drumming up, trying to put out a call to all homeless people, come downtown. So how much of it is he's creating more of a problem, and how much of that house is truly temporary till the city figures out a better way to handle these people?
Oh, I agree. Larry Rice creates part of the problem himself. He is a showman. I mean, he's running for mayor. It's not the first time he's run for office. I wrote a column about him years ago in Columbia. He owned some mobile homes in New Bloomfield and was renting to some folks. And Larry Rice, of all people, was evicting some people from his mobile homes. Yes, Larry Rice was evicting people, putting them out on the street, and one of them called me, and they shared their lease with me, and there was a clause in the lease that said anytime Larry Rice ran for office, you had to agree to put a sign up outside the mobile home, Larry Rice for governor, Larry Rice for mayor, Larry Rice for whatever. So I mean, he's a bit of a showman and a fraud sometimes, but the bottom line is there are legitimate homeless needs in this city. There is a need for a walk-in shelter. There is a need for more homes, for more housing, for more beds, for emergency shelter. And it says something about the city's priorities that they've been working on this problem for a very, very long time, and the best they could come up with is a garage a block north of the other homeless shelter that they opened in an area that already has 6 shelters.
Tony, we'll leave it there. We'll talk more about the results on Thursday when you join us. Have a good day. Thanks for checking in.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
Tony Messenger, Post-Dispatch columnist, who is joins us every Tuesday, Thursday as a contributor to the Big 550 KTRS. I was talking to I won't mention the name, but I was talking to a well-known conservative yesterday who was praising Tony's articles on the judges and the fees and all that type of stuff. So bipartisan support from
that says a lot.
That says something
in this day and age,
especially on April 4th, when lifelong friends no longer speak to each other because of who they voted for. 828 here, Big 550 KTRS.